Well, it doesn't look like anyone is here yet, but in case my replayers come in, good morning, art buddies, and welcome to Recollage with Pink Girly. I'm Pink Girly, and I put away the tin that houses these watercolor pencils, and this little guy got left behind. Good morning, Peggy. Good morning, Linda. Nice to see you, ladies. I just decided I probably should make some additional room on my desk. Nothing like last minute. Hey, Mina, good morning. Oh my goodness, I can't get this one open. I'm afraid of popping a nail. I hate popping nails right before I have to be live. I have such ugly little fingers. Ugly little fingers. I hope everyone is doing well. Scooter was supposed to go out this morning, but his plans have gotten moved back to this afternoon. A buddy was going to pick him up. Hey, adult coloring. Good morning, good morning. All right, I was thinking if you popped in, I don't know if I'm going to remember your name. Hi, N. Is that, oh, by N. Okay, gotcha. Oh, thanks, Peggy. Woo-hoo. Good morning, N. All right, so CB, good morning. I just felt like coloring today. I don't know. I haven't colored in a while, not even in my comfy chair. So I was thinking about, I bought a coloring book, which is really different from what I normally purchase. I don't know where I was. I might have just been at the Dollar General. Let me see, I'm going to pull it out here. I brought it out and I thought, And then I always end up usually coloring a girl. I love to color the girls. This is called Modern Living. I don't know. This might have been at the Dollar General. So I just got it. I don't know what possessed me, but for some reason it looked interesting. I don't usually color this kind of stuff. Hey, Joyce, good morning. I did start one. Like, I have no interior design skills or anything, so this is going to be interesting. But I thought the pictures, oh, here we go. So I started with the kitchen. Didn't get very far. Because then I started to make a chicken. I'm very ADD, girls. ADD. Yeah, so this is my new book. I like the shape of it too. It's tall and thin. Who doesn't like tall and thin? Come on, girls, you feel me? Yeah, tall and thin. So then I pulled a couple other ones out. Of course, I've been coloring Christmas still, and I thought, no, I can't do that to them. So I put back my Joanna Basford Christmas. Thank you, Joyce. I still haven't done her nose, but I'll do it. I'll do it. My wool, I really think I want to felt the nose, but my wool is tucked way back in the corner there. Normally I would get Scooter to get it out for me, but he's, well, he could get it out easier than me, even with the cast on his foot, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I pulled out a couple other things. I pulled out a Kirby Roseanne's, and I thought, you know what? I don't color fast. I color slow. So, good morning, Vale. I'll be in and out. Garbage day. Ours was yesterday. Ugh, I hate for you to go out. Take out the garbage. So I pulled out my green portraits. This is by Lana Green. I have several of these. My daughter gifted me several for my birthday one year. And I usually tear them out. So the ones I've colored are out of here. I got those in a different spot. So these are all blankety blanks. Oh, look at that one. I'll have to do that more towards Easter. But I just love it. Yeah. Our neighbor has been taking ours out to the curb for us, which is nice. Um, so I've tore this one out. I'm going to put her on a clipboard just in case there's any um, little bits of debris on my messy desk. Don't want to hit a bumpity bump. So as you can see, I did start before you've arrived. You get Stewie up out of the way. This is Stewie's kind of weather. Look at poor Stewie. Look, he's got a coffee drip on his face. See, he dances. My little Stewie. So I picked this one because it said blue, and it's more of a wintry theme. And I thought, well, let's just do everything blue. So I'm using my Prismacolor pencils today because I'm most familiar with those. I didn't find a couple of colors I was looking for. Oh, look, here's another watercolor. Well, I guess I'll leave that out. So I went and grabbed my cup that I keep by my comfy dish with essential colors. So I'm hoping that it's in there. And I put the other colors I pulled out of my big storage thing. So I have those handy on my desk. And I just have a couple of handheld pencil sharpeners, which these are not my favorite, but my favorite is in that special spot that I don't remember where it is. So, blue jays are not my favorite, I have to say. My daddy always said they are very mean and nasty. But this page is called Blue. So, I'm doing blue jays. Now, I have my phone here somewhere because when I get to the birds, I'm going to look them up. Now, of course, in the winter, there's not butterflies out flitting around, but this is going to be imaginary. So I just took my Tim Holtz watercolor pencils and I did base coat in, as you can see, some of the larger areas. I put his tattered rose on her face. I don't usually do that, so this is different for me. Now, it's not watercolor paper, of course. It's just regular coloring book paper. So I try to use a pretty dry water brush, if you will. I'm going to try not to puddle it up because I didn't want it to be too warped, you know. So then after I've got all my color on, I took my little iron that Teresa gifted me and I flattened it out a little bit. And then I took a stencil and took my oxides and decided to put snowflakes behind her. Now, if I get her finished and I don't like it, good morning, Kimberly. Very nice to see you. Then I'll just come in with some acrylic paint and paint over it. So I did the base behind her. I just based it with Tim Holtz watercolor speckled egg, I think it's called. Speckled something. And then I came back in with tumbled glass to do my snowflakes. And then I did a couple mermaid lagoons to just have a couple dark ones, hit or miss here and there, and not everywhere. Blueberries, of course. So I did the green leaves. I did have some bleeding, but I'm going to try to ignore that. And hopefully my color pencil will cover this up. Mina says I would get footwear with the spikes on them, and I would probably still be too intimidated. Yeah. Oh, she lives in the desert. Yeah, she's out. You're out in Arizona, right? Um, I would just stay in. My husband showed me a picture this morning of somebody from church who lives in Medford, which is not too far from us. She came home from work, and in the middle of the street um, was a herd of deer. They can't get to any food. They can't find any food because everything's frozen. And I would just say, stay put, okay? The trash, especially if you're in a home, you probably have a garage or you can just put it outside the door and then you don't have to deal with if it's stinky or anything. It'll just freeze. But my neighbor, who's very spry and moves pretty well, she had her dog out in the backyard. She took a spill and she pulled ligaments in her wrist. So she's out of work for a week. It's Natasha. Okay. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Natasha. Oh, that's a hard. Adult coloring finished pages by N. Do you have a channel, Natasha? You probably do. So welcome in everybody. I'm just going to get started here in a second. So then I use a tattered rose on her skin, like I said. Now the color that I'm not finding in my stash, because I have a routine of been busy with work, so she's not been able to catch any. Oh, it's nice to have you. I'm assuming you're home today. Did Jacqueline come in? She's home today. She's got the day off, which is nice. So you haven't posted anything in a while. That's all right. We like to look at the stuff that's already been posted. So I'm looking for. No, that's a different. This is too pink. I have my light flesh, which is the color I always a go-to color for me, and I've got not light flesh, light peach. I misspoke, peach, which is good, but I'm looking for that third, that darker color, and I guess I'm gonna have to buy a couple. But see, they don't usually have the colors that I use at the. Oh wait a minute, what's this guy? No, that's orange. Um, like at Michael's, or even Hobby Lobby, which I don't get there much anyway. What's this one? This one, oh, I can't read the words. Burnt oh, that might work. This one's burnt okra, I think. So anyway, as you can see, I made her lips blue and everything. So we're just gonna have fun with this and make her blue, 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 blue. I usually like to use nectar or henna. Um, for those dark facial areas, but I'm not seeing it. So this one I think is the peach, and I know I have them. I know I have at least a little stub of them somewhere. So now, many of us know Dee Dee Willingham, and of course, her coloring skills are outlandishly great. Um, so I am going to see. This is how they come from the factory. And I mean, it's just okay to me. I like to have a better point. Let's see. I haven't used this guy in a while either. Let's see. This is gives me two little choices. I'll use this bigger one. It's probably going to give it the same shape. Yeah. I don't know about this guy. That's a little more like the shape. I like it long. Oh, thanks, Peggy. There's Natasha's link, gals. you want to check out her stuff. So I'm just going to start coloring in her face. Now, I did have some paint that bled, um, like from her hair. And some of the spots I went back in with a clean, rinsed out paintbrush and took a little bit of it up. But, all right, Natasha's going to try to post more this year. Well, that's a good goal, but sometimes it's just hard to do it. So now, because I have that base of watercolor under there, I mean, I'm still trying to get a nice coat of this light flesh on her. Oh, you know what? I didn't pull out my white. Need my white. I have a white here by my desk. Let's see. I've got several. I want to make sure. Yeah, Prismacolor. So if you have any questions, put them in caps for me, please, especially with doing this kind of a project today with coloring. My eyes are down quite a bit. So I can, see what I'm doing. Good morning, Gail. Now, a lot of these folks that make these coloring book images for us, give us shading, little spots where we, might like to shade the color and maybe do a little darker. So that's always nice, especially in the ears. So I'm just getting a real light base on here. I'm not pushing down very hard because I just want it to be light. I'm going to come down here on our neck. But what this allows you to do is you can color and cover more quickly because that watercolor base takes away that stark white. And even though it's not a solid color, these big areas are tough to color and get a nice even color tone on it, I think. So I'm self-taught. I don't really know anything. I just do whatever I feel like turning her upside down. I think I need a drink. My throat has been very dry. That's what happens when you talk a lot. When you talk all the time, you just talk. So our son called yesterday, which is not unusual. He calls quite a bit, which is great. I was hoping to go see my daughter. She had a little surgery, but I don't think I'm going to get over there. The dog had a grooming appointment yesterday, but they had their parking lot plowed really well. And of course, I'm not used to doing this stuff. Scooter normally does it, but see, I have to do it now. So, they only had 3 steps that go. It's like a house that somebody turned into their little business. It's their business, and they turned it into their business. All right, so now I'm going to use flesh. No, it's peach. I'm sorry. I keep calling it flesh. It's not. It's peach. Peach, Prismacolor peach. And, oh gosh, I had a hard time getting up those steps. So then I had to go back and pick her up when she was done. And again, I had a hard time getting up those steps. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to get down these steps with this dog? Because she's going to be pulling. She'll be down at the bottom of the steps before I will. All right, so I'm using really, really light pencil strokes, maybe a little heavier towards the darker edge where I want to create some shadow. And then I'll just lift up on my pencil as I come in towards her face. And then I'm going to, go up in here between her hair. And this part of her eye. Darken that and try to make some definition. Anyway, so I go pick her up and pay for her grooming. And there was a young man behind the register. And he said to me, "Would you like me to carry her out to the car for you?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, would you do that?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, because those steps are such a struggle for me. I was worried about that." He said, "Yeah, I saw you having trouble getting in." He said, "I'm so sorry." But that dear boy took her out to the car for me. He gave me a head start. And then he came out, and we have this little thing that hooks in the seatbelt and then hooks to her leash. So he came out, brought her out, put her in the car, and hooked her up for me and everything. It was wonderful. Such a nice young fella. So that was good. So now she's all groomed and looks adorable. We can see her face again. She's really got more of a poodle coat than we anticipated she would have. And so she gets a little woolly. Hey, Carol, good morning. How you making out with all this snow and ice? Now, of course, you can just keep going over this. If you use the next darker color, a lot of times I feel it's easier to maybe get the look that you want. But if you can't find the color you're looking for, you can't just keep doing layers of the color you're using. I don't know if you could, she maybe looks a little washed out. I'm not sure I can bring my camera down any further. Are you guys seeing it okay? It's very subtle. Oh, good, Carol. Well, that's good. Joyce said she just finished a crochet hat and a sweater for her smaller dog, Pepper. That's a cute name. It has ruffles on her behind. Oh, that sounds adorable. Our little Maltese that we had, Lucy, she only was about 7 pounds. And I found her, she had a Star Wars t-shirt, but I can't find that. And my daughter might have kept that. And so I was looking for what else might be in this little bag where we have the dog stuff. And I saw one of her little sweaters. It has a hood and a pom-pom on it. So cute. But our Jenny is much bigger than we thought she'd get. So she's a little fatty compared to Lucy, so she's not going to fit in that. We just have these ugly fleece sweaters. The little guy across the street, Cooper, His mom dresses him really cute. He's got all kinds of cute little outfits, little sweaters and vests and stuff. So yeah, I like to color. Who else likes to color? Is anybody else? Is anybody coloring along? Pepper likes her sweater. That's good. Her hat keeps falling. Um, Jenny keeps these little fleece. We call them a sweater. It's not really a sweater, I guess. She keeps them on pretty well, but sometimes she gets where she starts pulling at it. Of course, my husband thinks she shouldn't have them on in the house. But I'm cold. I need a sweater. So, and we put her in her crate at night. And of course, that's on the floor. Well, it's colder on the floor. Oh, I've got you beat there, Carol. But I thought about doing a Harvey today, but they take me so long. They take me so long. And there's no way I'm going to get this finished today either. I just don't color fast. That's all right. It's all right, right? Coloring at the speed of slow. Yeah, well, I have a problem. I just keep buying them. I did order a couple. I did order that one you were showing, and it wasn't really for me. I forget which one it was now because I ordered three at the same time. But some of them, they're starting. He's got a lot of repeats, and I have the original with all the and some of them, I guess, are the images are in a couple different books. So I don't need them duplicated really. So they all went back. All right, let's do a little bit on our hand. Now, I think every time I color, I say this, but there's this girl on, I think she's on Instagram. And her name is Daphne. And she will not share how she does what she does, but I've never seen anybody color like her. And I couldn't figure out, of course, this is when I first got back to coloring. I mean, I colored as a kid. Um, but when I started coloring as an adult, and then I got online and I started to look up different things, and that's when I discovered Dee Dee. And I was so crazy. I asked Dee Dee a question one time about this girl. How do you think her pages? What does she do to make? What Dee Dee would know? Why would Dee Dee know? Anyway, she didn't even know who I was talking about, which is understandable. But I think her shtick is she does something with the outline, so you don't see that line. Now, I haven't looked at her. I kind of got a little not disgruntled. I guess I got a little discouraged because she wouldn't share her technique. I mean, like, what am I going to do? Write a book about her technique? No. Anyway, I mean, it's okay. It's her choice. I get that. But it's so frustrating because her pictures and her coloring is so beautiful. Um, just checking. Okay, I have my sound down on my phone. Now this I have a little blue here that bled on her. I didn't take it up. Yeah, well, maybe she's from a different country, and maybe she sells her pieces and it's her livelihood. I don't know. I don't want to judge her. Um, but it's just so frustrating. I can't figure it out. At one point, I was trying to take like a white marker and going over the lines. I got a little closer to her technique. But if you get a chance, look her up. I think you just have to put in Danielle. No, Daphne. Did I say Danielle? It's Daphne. Daphne and color and everything. And you'll know as soon as you see. But she mostly does, at least she did, mostly did florals. They're just exquisite. I didn't think of it. I could have looked her up and shown you, but I didn't do it. I just didn't do it, girls. I pulled out this ochre color. Judy, there she is. Judy, I've been missing you. And I keep forgetting to message you because it's every time I think of it, it's like later at night. See, I'm one of those kids that grew up where my parents said you don't call anybody. Of course, there wasn't messaging then after 9 o'clock at night. There she is. She's warm and she has a yummy hot drink in hand. Very good. Oh, it's so nice to see you. All right, so I'm just going very gently back over some of these areas that I really want to create, a contrast. Now, you don't want to be too heavy handed here because if it gets too dark, then that can be a problem. And you want to try to blend it as best you can. I've used a little bit more pressure towards the darkest area that I want and then lighten up on my pencil coming out towards into the face. That looks a little better. Okay, so here's this ear where I just did the two different colors. And then this one, it's very subtle, but it makes a difference. And of course, you can keep deepening that. The deeper you do that, the more contrast you have. I think the better I like the overall look. Glory, hon, my sister was diagnosed with, oh, Judy, I'm so sorry. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. Uh, I was just hoping you were okay. I didn't think about family. How you holding up? Oh, Was she local, Judy? Or did she live a distance away? Not being really nosy. You don't have to answer that. I was just wondering if you got a chance to be with her at all. Well, you have been missed. The other one I've been missing that comes to mind right away is Leah Foy. I haven't seen Leah. I sent her a little message, but she may not be on. You know, some people stop social media or they switch, like my niece. She's not on anymore. I said to my sister, she's not answering me. And she's like, oh, she does. She's not on Facebook anymore. Okay. Now, like I said, normally I would be using, there's a color that Prisma has. It's called Nectar. And that works really well for like your third. I usually try to pick out three shades of one color to do a light base. Hey, Kel, good morning. And then a medium, and then a dark value. So I mostly color girls, really, for the most part. Um, so I run out of the light peach and the peach most frequently. And the other color I use all the time is lime peel. I'm always running out of that. So more times than not. Now, see, once I do this, I might come back in with the light value again and just kind of blend them. Go right on top and blend it. Um, Forget what I was saying. Oh, so then I usually go to Dick Blick, and then I get in trouble because, see, then I'm out of different colors, and I justify um, having to replace. So then I buy a bunch of other colors. I don't like to pay shipping. Well, for a couple of pencils, it's crazy, you know? That doesn't look like it. Let's see. Yeah, it wasn't real white. I don't want to get, I'm just going to put some white in these areas where I want it to even look more of a contrast. Hey, Brenda, good morning. So you can just put some white on top and just start to create a little more of a contrast. I keep moving these from one side to the next. And I know coloring is not for everybody, but I just really felt like coloring today. Gail said to me a long time ago, you do what you want. I appreciated her seeing that. All right, now I put a really light base of blue in her eyes. I just figured, she's got to have blue eyes if the page is called blue. So I just put, I think I used the broken glass or something like that. This is not very pointy. I want to get in there close. And I usually bust off the tip, but so I'm going to do a darker blue at the top. And I like to come around to the bottom. And then a little bit on this side. Same thing over here, same side, a little darker on the left. It's just what I like to do. Leaving some of that light blue come through. And then I pulled out, this is, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Let's see. That's the dark green. Now, indigo blue is a dark, nice blue, but I think it's more like, it's more transparent to me, even though it's a coloring pencil. But this one is a really nice, see if I can get it to clear up. Come on. Oh, you little stinker. I have a hard time reading there. Okay, it's Indanthrone blue, maybe? Oh. All right, just be careful, Gail. Oh, you hate when you have to cancel something for a kid, don't you? Yeah, I like this blue, Carol. So I'm going to come back in here and just try to go on the edge just to deepen her eye a little bit. And some people you can see like a ring around their eye. Like my daughter's eyes are amazing, really. She's got a dark line around, and then some days they look, hey, Jasmine, good morning. Sometimes they look blue, they look a dark blue, they look a light blue, sometimes they look green. Her eyes are always changing colors. Doesn't always have to do with what she's wearing either. Now, okay, there they are at that point. So now I got to get some black in there. They've got so much of a highlight. That's the other thing I didn't pull out. Let's see if I can move a couple things here and find what I want. I have a Signa pen. That does a really nice job. And I want to find now the other day, I just reached in. Oh, there's one. I want to get my Sharpie pen. I don't see my Signa. After a while, they all start blending together. So I might have to try to pull that out. I'll let it go for now. See, my white pencil is the same white pencil that Dee Dee uses, But I got to tell you, I don't know. I can't get mine to work nearly as well as hers works. So what's the problem? I'll tell you, the problem is me. I'm trying to leave that white highlight there while I'm putting in this pupil. It's not easy. It's not easy being me. I'm not going to mess with those eyelashes right now. I'm going to put dark, I'm going to put the black in her nostrils though. Let's see. It didn't look too bad. Now I like to use the salmon color for her cheeks, for the cheeks. Sometimes I put a little bit of pink on top, but now you can always do more, right? So I'm just moving on so we can maybe try to get a little more of this finished. Now I'm holding my pencil way back, so sometimes that helps you not press so hard. So I'm just trying to put a thin coat of this peachy color on her little face. On her little face. So what's everybody up to? Anybody doing anything today? I don't know. I didn't see Jacqueline come in, did I? Maybe she fell asleep. She's been up since 1. But she has off today. They canceled her work. Normally she goes in the office on Thursdays. You know, maybe a little pink. I don't think I pulled out pink. Let's see. I have pink in another. This is a different brand. This is called Blush Pink, and this is Color Soft. I'm just going to go over the top a little bit, add a little bit more pink, a little pink here. Maybe she should look a little more rosy. Yes, I know she's been at it a while. I know she likes it. I was part of this academy. Her name is Bonnie Snowden, and she's wonderful. And I would like to do that again. But when my mom really started to get bad, I needed to free up some time. So I got out of that academy. But she's a color pencil artist, and she mostly does animals. Lori, today I plan on finishing a huge needlepoint canvas I've worked on for a long. That's so cool, Gail. I just have some outlining stitches to do. It's mostly, poppies next to, love poppies. And then your grandsons, yeah. Be careful, especially at night, Gail. Sometimes you don't see, where it's icy. Please be careful. Anyway, this gal, Bonnie Snowden, she doesn't use Prisma. They're too, I think she said they're too soft for what she does. And of course, she's not doing coloring pages. She draws like Dee Dee does too. Yeah, it's getting harder to drive at night, isn't it? Like everything doesn't look the same. It's like, ooh. Yeah, we don't venture out too much with his foot in the cast because, well, there's no need to, for us anyway. Um, so Bonnie says the Prismas are a little too soft, although she uses the luminance ones, and she used the Caran d'Ache. I mean, I think some of those are pretty soft, but I think a lot of it has to do with what you start at. And she uses what she calls a pastel paper, which it's got a rough finish. And so when you color, the it almost like sands your color pencils, and the color goes down those little grooves, and then she can move it around. And she mostly does animals. She's getting more into, at least the last I saw, she was getting more into the into people, into people's. All right, let's pull out a couple of darker colors. Let's see. This one is ultramarine. That's kind of a different blue. I'm not sure what you. I need middle blue. I want to deepen her lips a little bit. Let's see. I don't think I want this one either. I like Copenhagen, but I don't think I pulled any Copenhagen out. Wah, wah, wah. Let's see. This one is true blue, which I don't. This is not what I would call a true blue, but that's what everybody says, Peggy. And if I see those, I try to buy them. What do they have? What were they? Bertol or something like that? They have on them. I got so excited. I think I saw some on eBay, and I was going to buy them. I was so excited. Oh, there's no tea. I thought there was a tea. Thanks, Carol. And I was going to buy them. I was so stinking excited. And here they were, just regular pencils. They weren't the color ones. Phil said, I started a half magazine. Oh, I love half magazines. Folded pages in half. Next, I'll prep by whiting out areas with gesso to collage. Oh, cool. I love that. I love that. Yeah, I have a couple too. I haven't done, I have so many different things. I haven't done stuff in a lot of them, which is annoying. I'm annoying. All right, so now I've got that lighter blue on her lips, the watercolor. And I'm just coloring around to deepen her lips. And I'm going to try to leave a little white space, space not, colored over with this darker blue. And create a little highlight. I would love to be able to draw faces, but I cannot get the lips right. I cannot, absolutely cannot get the lips right. Is Kathy Arbor still doing painting? I haven't. I really don't watch too many. If I'm sitting at my desk working on something, which I generally am, I usually don't have my a video on. I'm usually, because I have to concentrate on what I'm doing. Sometimes I pop in coloring view. Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's get that. No, that's denim. What did I put it back? Do, 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 do. I've gotten out of the habit of, no, that's the indigo. That's the green. What the heck? Did it roll somewhere? I don't think it hit the floor. Roly poly. Roly poly. I watched some Golden Girls last night. Gosh, I haven't watched them in a long time. Oh, they're so funny. They're so funny. All right, well, I don't know what I did with it. Black, indigo, gray. Boy, this drives me crazy. It's not over here. This is the old. Oh, nope, there it is. Bleh, bleh, bleh. I thought this was the indigo blue. I thought about putting that on, Peggy, and I didn't. I ended up putting on. I like the live videos too, yo. Yeah. I ended up putting on the Golden Girls, but I thought about Murder She Wrote. All right, just trying to make her lips. I think I got her lips a little funny. They don't look as sharp as they should. I think I'm going to do those blueberries next. That spot on her lip, that highlight might be a little big. Blanche, Dorothy, oh, Rose. It's Rose. Rose is the dippy one. Dippy. I want that over there. All right, I'm just going to use this true blue. The episode I watched last night was one where actually George Clooney was in it. He was so young. And I forget the actor's name that played the other guy. These detectives come. There's some either couple or gang or somebody some jewelry ring or something that moves in like next door across the street or something. And they've got their phones tapped, and for some reason they're stationed in Blanche's house to keep an eye on things. And they're trying to, catch these people from, whatever. The word's not coming to me. Whatever criminal activity they're wanting to do and get away with. And the one detective is real gruff. You like Columbo? Oh my gosh, Columbo drove me crazy. I couldn't take Columbo. I do love those Midsummer Murders. Oh my gosh, I love those Midsummer Murders. Anywho, this detective is real tough and he's gruff and he's always like yelling at Dorothy. And she just comes right back at him. And then he wants to talk to her outside or something for some reason. And she's like, why should I? Oh, just come out here for a minute, will you, Dorothy, or something like that. And he walks to the back of the house, the back of the house to go out. kitchen. Oh yeah, we haven't tried Elizabeth. Um, and then she turns around and she says to the girl something like, "Oh my gosh, this guy's driving me crazy. I'm, s- I'm so attracted to him," or something like that. She's so funny. And then another episode came on, and Stan comes in. Oh my gosh, their daughter's husband cheated on her or something, and she comes to her mom's, and then the husband comes and he apologizes, and they get back together. And of course, the parents are like, "What are you doing getting back together with him?" And it's her choice. That's what she wants to do. She loves him, blah, 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 all that jazz. And Stanley was saying something like, "Yeah, oh boy, it was nice, wasn't it, Dorothy? It was like old times when we were a team." And she said, "Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, yeah." And then they're hugging. He's saying goodbye to her, and they're hugging. And he says, "Oh, Dorothy, what went wrong? I'm not remembering what went wrong. It was so nice." And they're hugging each other, and her back is to the camera. And he says, "Oh, yeah, I remember. I wasn't happy under the sheets." And he starts saying, "Dorothy, let go. You're hurting me. You're hurting me. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. You're really hurting." He's It was a good show. I'm sorry. There's some of those older shows. Like I put one, Everybody Loves Raymond, the other day. Oh my gosh. I was telling Jacqueline that Marie. Oh my goodness. She is. I haven't tried that Lisbon. Phil said, "I watch a British show called Grace. It's pretty graphic though." Oh, really? He was just all over the place. I'm sorry, I didn't like the bum eye. And, he was just always a mess. I remember my dad liked it. That was just me. I'm just adding in some blue. I gotta look up, I forget what color I based this with. I think I used, hmm, I might have used either tumbled glass or Bridgerton. I don't know that one either. Gail, did you do the trash? I mean, not Gail, Vale. Did you do the trash yet? It got an extreme. Oh no. I just want to make sure you're back in after doing the garbage. I don't know if my grands are back to school or not. I know they were home a couple days. I think it was mostly because of the cold. I think Jacqueline's daughter's back to school, but I think her son is off again today. I have a hard time with Bridgeton, huh? Hmm. No, you haven't. You're procrastinating. Well, do it before we get offline. I don't know what we do because nobody has a phone. Or maybe Jacqueline. There's Jacqueline. Maybe she has a phone number. We could call somebody. Who we should have a number. Like if you fall out there, take your phone. I'm telling you, my neighbor, she's she's a pretty spry little chick, and she went down and got hurt. Anyway, sometimes if you go over it with white, it looks better. It blends. I'm going to do it here on her hair. We've got to call the hearing aid place. We asked them to order me a box where my hearing aids can sync to the TV. Like, we don't have a TV that does that, doesn't have the ability to do it. Ours is not a super old one. It's a smart TV, but it's not as smart as they come. Anyway, I have to really pay attention. I have a hard time hearing, especially the British words. Now, I was watching a Midsummer Murder the other night, and like, I could understand the detectives, and it's much better with my hearing aids, but it's still not great. It's not as good as it could be. But this one girl, her accent. Oh, you like the remake? See, I'm not crazy about the remake. Maybe it's because I'm such a big big fan of the original. I don't know. I'm hooked on that All Creatures Great and Small, though, I'll tell you that. Oh my gosh, I love that one. But I'd much rather be crocheting or knitting or coloring, something like that. So I'm not staring at the TV constantly. I'm usually looking down. So if I get this box, the thing about the box is twice. Oh, Doc Martin, I just love that. I just love. Do you have a favorite character in Doc Martin? Did you have a favorite? My husband won't watch it. He doesn't like the accents. So I watch it when he goes to bed. My sister Nancy turned me onto that, and she said, "Now you have to give it a chance." I said, "The guy's so bad looking." She said, he'll grow on you. And he does. He does grow on you. Yes. And so now I know what is going to happen in the remake. Favorite? Really, Doc? Mrs. Tishel. I love Mrs. Tishel. For me, it's Mrs. Tishel. Let's see. Oops, I just snapped that tip off. This I'm kind of just trying to do little strokes where these shadows are coming around that leaf. Oh, she's coming around the leaf now. Yes, she is. Oh, she's coming around. Who's your mama? I didn't see her this morning. I wonder if she's sleeping in. I was surprised that on the new, they call it, what do they call it? Best Doctor or something like that. And I'm surprised how many of the things are exactly like some of the shows in Doc Martin. Like, I mean, almost verbatim. Not crazy about best medicine. Oh, thanks, Peggy. Yeah, I just wasn't too crazy with about Annie Potts either in the role of the aunt. But like some of the storylines are the same, like same characters, same character names. I don't know, just too much. Too much the same, but not to me, not as good. Anyway, they had a baked beans. They had a baked bean, like a potluck dinner, but it was baked beans. So I'll have to go to that. I'll tell you. I like baked beans. So I'll go in the living room after being in my studio, if you will, for a while. And it's, later in the day, he's watching something. And I'm like, so what's this you're watching? Half the time he doesn't even know. And I'll say, is it a movie? And he watches a lot of series or mini series. And then it's like he binge watches them. I'm like, oh, good grief. We definitely have different tastes in TV. I think these little berries look a little better. I put some white on them. Kind of blends. My daughter's sister-in-law is an art teacher. She was an art major. Actually, she got to study at Oxford. I think she would like to be a gallery employee, like what do they call it? Curator or something? Paul Dark. It's a great historic show. I'll have to remember some of this stuff when I get my ears connected. So, like for my mother would wear this headset, look like she was landing a plane. And one thing she had, then nobody else in the room could hear the TV. So that didn't work. So supposedly this thing we've asked them to order us, Ron can still hear the TV, but then it'll be in my ears. Hey Patty, good morning. You know, and not out in the room. I think these berries could be darker. I'll make a couple of them darker. This blue is a really nice blue. Actually, I could use some black. That's a little better. How am I doing on time? So then my husband will give me the good news. Yeah, this is season 1. It's the first show, and there's only 8 seasons. I'll probably go till about noon, so maybe another 45 minutes or so. Oh, thank you, Vale. Um, at least that's the plan. And then I'm like, oh, geez, So then I know I've got to put up with all this craziness when he binge watches. But he's good. If I really don't like it, he'll put it on the computer, and then I can watch something on the TV. All right, let's do something with these green leaves. I think this is a spring green or apple green. You can see I had a problem with my old electric pencil sharpener. Kind of went to town on it there. Sounds like scooters in the kitchen. So let me base coat this a little bit more with this green. Just using very light strokes again. I have a page protector pocket out by my comfy chair that when I pull them out of a book. Okay, I'll try to remember, Jay. I always forget it. Always forget about it. Always forget about it. All right, now let's get coloring. Doo, doo, doo. I think this is a moss green. It's just got the, I guess, French words or whatever. It's ground down. Yeah, so this Bonnie Snowden, she's something else. She's like she'll give you like the outline of something, or you could do your own outline of like say a cat or a dog or something. And then she just takes you through step by step, layer by layer, and how to work with this pastel. She's from, Europe. She's from the UK, and she's in North Yorkshire. Is her studio, and they say pastel. I think most of us. Oh, bye, Gail. Please be careful tonight. Please be careful. Yes, you and Elvin, poor Elvin. He's probably wanting to walk, but he's going to have to wait. He's going to have to wait. Gail's got a party tonight. Okay, let's see now. I've got that dark green. I'm not crazy about Prismacolor's dark green. I don't know why. I guess it's too. Oh, this is grass. Well, let's try a little grass. That came out wrong. Let's try a little grass. Grass color pencil. And I think I have it the dark green. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's too bluish. I don't know. It's not like a peacock, but nope. You're gonna have to wait, Jenny. You were just out. I don't know how that will look outlined. So our son's been working for this company for a little while now, and he started through a temp agency, in their shipping department, which is just him. There's really no department. It's just him. But he likes the owner. The owner likes not he's not the owner. He likes the boss. The boss likes him, which is unusual. Not a lot of folks like our son. He talks a lot. He's doing better as an adult than he did as a kid, but it was a struggle as a kid. Anyway, so he just there was another temp worker before Brian, and the guy only wanted to do what temp work he was hired to do. And if the boss wanted something else or needed something else done, this guy just wouldn't do it. So then Brian comes in, and the boss said, I need some pallets wrapped. And Brian's like, okay, no problem, I'll do it. So he just made up his mind he was going to do whatever he could to help out wherever. So now they just got a new, well, it's not new, no, it's been a little while. A contract from a big company that has increased their workflow quite a bit. And the boss is thinking about adding on a second shift, and he needs a supervisor. So he's asked our son if he would consider doing it. So I think he's going to do it. So he's got to run it up the chain, So we'll see. So this is different for our kid. Our kid usually thinks something's going to go wrong. Usually. Seems to be Brian that things go not so great for. So I'm excited for him. He thinks he'll like it. Different hours. Like he said, he doesn't think he wants to work these hours for the rest of his life, but you can give it a try. So we'd be working 1 in the afternoon to 8 in the evening, which, it's not too late. Like I said, the only problem was not problem, but the only thing that might be kind of yucky is like a Friday night. But he's not dating anybody, Just goes home and sits like a veal. So he might as well be working, Right. Well, this has been such a blessing for him. Okay. She's going to go do the garbage. All right. He's doing a lot better, but he's always struggled with getting up and getting into work on time. And he's not really late. He's just half a minute late, or 2 minutes late, something like that. And that's because sometimes it's a traffic thing. But when you don't allow for that and you roll out of bed and roll into your car, then you tend to have a problem. So this fellow that's in charge, he tells his employees, look, just get in before I'm here. You punch the time clock, you're in a little late, then you got to stay a little late. That's all. And that has made such a big difference for our son. So it's been a good fit. We're very thankful. All right, let's see. What color should I do that? I mean, I know it's going to be blue, but should I section and do her headband like A dark and a light, a dark, or three different colors, or just do it all a solid color? I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. All right, I'm going to look up a picture of these blue jays. I just want to see placement. I mean, you can kind of tell, but I wonder if Gail has to go far, or if she has to go. I keep saying Gail, Vale, or if she has to go like down a hill, or I could certainly do more to her hair. But look, her hair is like halfway done. Variegated blues would be nice. All right, let's do dark. Make it a little darker on the left side. I think one of my favorite coloring books, I don't even know where I have it. Probably have it in by my chair. Oh gosh, what was that guy's name? It's called something like Serenity, or hmm, maybe I should shadow them the other way, coming towards her head, towards the middle of her head. He had a big long Nick. Somebody had a big long curry. I think he's from Indonesia or somewhere. It had all girls in it. Oh, it's so nice. It was a long, like landscape type coloring book, and the cover is green. And the women in are just beautiful. Well, there's a couple that aren't so beautiful, but most of them are really pretty. Nick. He had a nickname or abbreviated or something because his last name is like you have such a hard time pronouncing it. Oh, I should have counted my squares. Hmm. Just cheat a little bit there and put a little bit of color this way. Serene. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, View. That's what it is. Serene. You have that book? Nick Filbert. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I love that book. I think that's my favorite. I should get that out. I know there's stuff in there that I don't have done. All right, how am I on time? Okay, so I got half an hour left. Let's do some. Now, see her dress. If I'm seeing it right, it looks like there's a dress underneath, and this here looks like a wrap, kind of, right? Because there's a strap, and here it kind of looks like a dress, but this looks like it's a wrapped around her somehow. This is some kind of a braided band. Oh, I should do those green. I should do these. Leaves green. Let's paste that in. Here's another one. See how I'm so distracted? Squirrel. See, once I get started, I could color all day. Really and truly could color all day. Oh, he does, Lorraine. Oh, thanks for sharing that. I'm going to have to look that up. Oh, yeah. I've got a jar that's got little bits in. I can't bring myself to throw them out. I remember Dee Dee saying her grandson had all his stubs in a jar. I thought, oh, that could be an answer for me because I hate to throw them out. All right, where's my phone? I'm gonna find me a inspiration piece, I think, for my Blue Jays. Oh, you gotta say blue, not Lou. BLUEJ. And then we'll say images. Oh, yeah, this one's good. Oh, yeah, the deeper. Oh, it's brighter there. They are pretty. They are pretty. Pretty nasty. Paper Rooster in 30 minutes. All right, let's see. Let's try the. Oh, this is denim. Well, that regular, just the true blue might. Let's try the true blue here. It's kind of white and grayish right around his eye. And it's a little darker in here. This is really not the color for. Let's see. Let's try this one. This is Blue Lake. Let's try a little Blue Lake. It is so chilly in my room. I don't know how that's gonna. Well, this one I think would have been a better color if I started, but I'm going right over top of what I put down. This belly is very white, and these are little tufts of color right around his neck here. This is kind of a. I was going to put a light gray. Did I pull the light gray? Yeah, this is a powder blue, I think. Cloud blue. Well, that might work. Right up in here. Right up in here. You got your cloud blue. This is this deeper blue. Let's put that in there. Yeah, I like this much better. Wow, that's really vivid in there. What the heck? I think I was going to try the ultramarine. I stop and start so many. It's hard for me to come. Yes, yes. I do the same thing. That's that blue denim again. Here it is, ultramarine. Okay, so this here is a little different in the photo. Now that doesn't look, I wanted something a little more vibrant. Let's add some white to that and see what happens. Nah, still not doing it. I want something that would be, like more electric. Is Veil back in yet? Yakking with your mama. What fun. Wish I was yakking with my mama. Um, he's laid out a little different, I guess. It's all right. This guy looks like he's got a berry in his mouth. I didn't even know. I just saw it. This guy's got a blueberry in his mouth. I've got to, apprehensive in putting my contact lenses back in. And I haven't been wearing them. And so I don't see as well as I could because I don't have my contact lenses in. Oh, we do, Kimberly. We do so much. In fact, I was telling my son, oh, I got to remember to do that. I saw this reel of this gal. She's got the camera on her mother. Her mother's in the doctor's office, sitting up on that table they have there, like that bed kind of thing that they all have you sit on. She's got her legs dangling off the side of it. And she says, I'm assuming it's her mother. And the older woman says to her, open the door. And she says, no, I can't open the door. This here, yeah, well, I don't know. It's watercolor, so that may not work. But I was going to put white on top and see if I can brighten that up. Because I don't think I put any pencil there. Oh, maybe I did. I don't remember. I don't know if I have a decent eraser right here. So this lady says, open the door. And the one that's doing the filming says, no, I can't open the door. Why not? Just open the door. She's like, I don't know if she calls her mom. She might call her mom. She said, it's how they know which patient to come see next. The door just needs to stay. Oh, this should be white. The door just needs to stay shut until the doctor comes in. Well, where the hell is he? She said something. That is so my mother. Oh my gosh. I wrote a comment. I said, I thought my mom was one of a kind. I said, but there's her twin. I mean, this lady is so adorable and she's so funny. Then there's another one she posted. It's the same thing. She's in the doctor's office and she's saying to her, I don't like you. And the younger woman says, well, why would you say that? Why would you say that? She said, because I wanted bacon and eggs for breakfast, and all I got was toast. She said, all you asked for was toast. No, I wanted the other. I wanted bacon and well, whatever that other thing is. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And the younger woman's like, but that's not what you asked for at the time. So you just got the raspberry jam on your toast. Oh my gosh, I love her. That was our mom. Oh my gosh. And of course, there was no talking to her. So I was saying to my son last night because he called uh, late. I think what was he watching? He was watching something and he got laughing. Oh, he was watching Everybody Loves Raymond, and it was the one where they went, oh my gosh, Peggy, really? Peggy said, I once took my mom to her heart doctor. She started taking off her pants. I said, it's not that type of appointment. To which my mother would have said, oh, damn. Gosh. Oh, my. So our son was watching Everybody Loves Raymond, and it's where they went to Italy, the episodes where they went to Italy. He said, Mom, I had to call you because Raymond's just like Dad, complaining about everything, not happy with the food, not happy with the roads. Or, I mean, Ron wasn't grumpy on our trip, but he was, he was not. He didn't hate it, but he wasn't enjoying it like Brian and I were. That's for sure. He said, just cracked me up. I had to call you. So I like to get this a little smoother transition here. Just loosen a little more pressure here. And then I didn't pull out any turquoise. I guess I should have, because the turquoise might be nice on some of these. Here's a muted turquoise. Let's see what this looks like. See if that'll do something. Let's see. Up here, I think these look a little more almost like they look electrified. Yeah, this muted's not working for me. That's very muted indeed. Muted. Is Vale back in yet? Come on, Vale. Get a wriggle on. Let's go, Vale. Let's go. Wait a minute. What's this one? This is Blue Violet Lake. Blue Violet Lake. Oh, thanks, Patty. Violet blue. Maybe that'll do something. Blue Violet Lake. These are deeper. These are a little lighter here. My parents just wanted to call and hear how cold it is. So happy reading their library books in Fort Myers. Well, that's good. At least you know they're not going to be slipping and sliding anywhere. The couple that lives next door to us, I don't know about her. She might be about our age. He's older. He's in his 80s. It's their second marriage for both of them. And they generally go to Florida this time of year. But for whatever reason, they decided they were staying put this year. They weren't going to Florida. So we're wondering if they're regretting that decision. Because it's different. It's different. I'm really rubbing hard here to try to get that to look. If I could dig out a Posca. I might have to do that. Put some white in. He doesn't look too terribly bad. I guess I could use my Sharpie pen here to really darken those black areas. Gotta find me a beak color. Now the eye, oh, maybe I should put some blue in there. The eye on the picture on the phone, this is really kind of all dark. It's got a couple little things there. I think that looks better. Sure, my Poscas are buried. I'm sure they are buried. Now her dress. Whoops! I got stuff sliding every which way. I could put a little white paint, I guess, too. I got white paint right there. Anyway, it's not too bad. Hey, Jackie. All right, listen. Jackie and Joyce, I apologize because I was going to get that mail out yesterday and it sat on the counter and Lori forgot all about it, but my hubby took it out to the box this morning. I'll move this. So your happy mail is on its way. These two girls, I asked questions in one of my lives and they knew the answers. So I wanted to send them a little happy mail. And I was dilly-dallying, didn't get it ready right away. Okay, so this is the Derwent color. Oh, electric blue. Let's try that. Let's see. Lori, did you see my news reader about the Highland? Oh, what did she say? It's not Rouge Neater. Yeah, I know. I was trying to look at my picture and your things kept flashing in. It kept flashing in, Kel. Hold on. I gotta do that berry. Oh, this is kind of a different. Would you say it's not? Oh, message. How did they get newsreader out of message? I don't know. I don't know that autocorrect is like out of its mind. It's out of its mind. I just put my phone down. Hold on. Hold on. All right, now we go here. Oh, go back over there. That's not what I want. I get confused with on the spot stuff. Hold on, I have to do maybe here. Mm-hmm. Here we go. In my notifications. I can't get it to open. There we go. Wonder where all the pictures are. Oh, maybe they're all together. Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. Here we go. Did you name him? This is, I still think he looks like a bull. Is she back? She's back. Boy, that took a while. Hi, Cynthia. He is little. Isn't he cute? Look at him. Look at his little horns. He looks shaggy and cute, Cal. And there's the other side. Other side. How much does he measure? Oh, there's his little tail. Look. There's his little bottom. Oh, no, you can see me in there. I didn't comb my hair or nothing. Turned out cute, Cal. He needs a little name. He needs a little bull name. It's a little bull, buddy. All right, what blue do I want? This blue violet lake I'm kind of liking. Let's put that on here. What's my time? Oh, 10 minutes. 10 minutes ago, I met you. See, this is what I do. We murmured our how-do-do's. Jumping all around. Just a little while longer, Jenny. Hold on. See, the thing of it is, she'll go out there and do nothing. She can't get used to the snow. And she has gone, but she's just not, she's just not doing as well as she should be doing. And now it's all ice, so it's not like I can go out and, shovel her a spot. Now she's sneezing. You're going to have to growl, baby. You got to wait just a few more minutes. I'm almost done. I was getting ready earlier, and she wanted to go out, so I left her out. See, this is what she does. She wants to go out, and then she goes out there, and she dilly-dallies. You're out of breath because of ribs digging into my monster size liver. Yeah. I need to get back on my liver health diet. I need to get back to it. Anyway, she was dilly-dallying, and she wanted to go out, and I'm like, I have to go soon. So, and then I got prepping my page, and I forgot she was out there. She did have her sweater on. Hey, Christine. Hi. He measures 2 inches tall by 2 1/4 long. Oh, he's a little peanut. It's turned out cute. Are you pleased with him, Kel? It's just the one where Kel didn't have any instructions. She just had the picture. Herself. What the heck? There's no instruction. What the heck? All right, denim blue. We'll take some denim blue to this. Oh, now she's calling at the door. Oh, all right. Just give me, you know what? Give me a minute here. I only have a couple minutes left. Hold on, guys. I just got to let her out. All right, you can go out, but you're going to be out for a little bit. So make sure you go do your business, okay? Oh, mommy's sitting in the cold. Oh my gosh, our neighbor's still out there shoveling. It's like shoveling so much. Come on, Flex, where are you? Now she bites and gets a little bit of food before she goes out. And now she's doing that while I'm at the door waiting on her. That's crazy, Jen. Why don't you just eat all at once? Huh? Okay, now go out and do your thing. See, she likes to be outside. She's a crazy little pooch. She's a crazy little pooch. All right, let's see here. I got to get my eyes back down. She loves them. Oh, good. That's nice when you work on something and you're happy with it. You're happy and you know it. Clap your hands. Woo, woo. Okay, what was I using? Denim blue. Deepen some of this a little bit. Now, there's a lot more I can do to this. Just know that this, I need to work more on her hair. course, I need to finish this wrap. Don't you hate when you're coloring in a coloring book? This just occurred to me when I flip this around. And you think, no, I've got a good handle on it. And you're coloring, and the book bends, and your pencil goes. Whoosh. I hate that. Thanks, Peggy. I want to do her eyelashes with the Sharpie pen. I gotta find the Posca, and I'll do the highlight. The highlights make such a difference. They really and truly do, but I don't think I have a white Posca sitting right here. I have to dig one out. I have one like Timmy. I don't think there's any in this. Nope, that's where I have my wax sealing stuff. Yeah, that would take me quite a minute to dig out the white. See, I did have my Signet pen back here. Let's see. I don't know why. I guess I don't really know what it looks like. Maybe that's the issue. That's just a regular pen. I've got plenty of white pencils. It's probably in by my comfy chair. I have a black Signet and the white, and I just love the white. It works really well for me. Wait a minute, what's this down? Oh no, they're erasers. Well, isn't that just the pits? That's the pits. And I don't want to mess it up by using something else. Of course, I could use white paint, but I'm just going to wait. All right, so I'll work on this. Maybe I'll work on it today and finish it up, and then I'll try to do what Jacqueline. She's always encouraging me to post them, and I always forget to post them. I should get better at that. Let's get these little beaky beaks. Let's get these little beaky beaks done. Okay, so a couple of things, couple announcements. Okay, Natasha, geez, it was nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Couple of announcement things. I should have done this earlier, but this is good because a bunch of you are still here. Next Thursday, we're hoping and praying. Oh, thanks, Jackie. That my husband's cast is coming off and that he'll get his walking boot. So his appointment is 8:00 on Thursday morning. And we should be getting home right around 10, but that's cutting it really close. So I'm going to scoot, and I'll mention this. I'll put a post up, but I'm going to scoot my stream and start at 11. So that'll just give me some wiggle room. So we're really praying that that's going to get taken off. Don't forget Jen. Oh, thanks. See, I did. Kimberly, thanks. Okay, so she's not at the door yet. All right, so she's still running around. So that's the one. And then I'm doing this decorating a chocolate box with a group of girls. Curiously, Michelle, I believe she's the one heading it up. And I'm going to do is Scooter's name changing to Booty? Oh, maybe. Hey, I think Scooter might stick. Oh, thank you, girls. Okay, and so I'm going to do it live on next Saturday, um, February 7th. So Michelle's got people lined up the 1st through the 14th, I believe, and we're all decorating a chocolate box. So thanks, Jacqueline. So I'm doing it live. A lot of us are doing them live because we don't like to edit our videos. I'm a bit challenged in that area. So it's just easier. Okay, she's at the door now. So if you can remember that, and I'll put a post up. But you know what? Let's be honest. People aren't coming to my channel and reading my posts. There's not many people that, other than you guys, that really come to my channel. Well, and I'm grateful for you coming, but if anybody just happens to pop in and expect me on Thursday, I'm going to be late. All right, Jen, I don't know if you did anything. Did you do anything? Kimberly reminded me, so you're in, you're not frozen. Oh, what a good puppy. You got a leaf on your chin. I got it. Okay. All right. So those two things, all right? And I think that's all the announcements I have for me. I have to get the thumbnail, and I've got just about my idea all ready to go for that project, but not quite there yet. I've got a couple of other things I still need to do, I think, and dig out some other stuff. But it should be fun. And this is, with a different group of girls, so I hope I can make a good impression. Want to make a good impression. All right, so let's see what else. I think that's it. Oh, and remember our dear Judy. She's lost her one of her sisters. So Judy, it was so nice to see you. I'm so glad to see you. So if you can pray for her and her family, and send her good thoughts and prayers, we'd appreciate that. Everybody, stay warm, okay? And don't do crazy things like, oh yeah, I can do that, or I can. No, 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 no. Nothing's that, okay? Nothing's that. Look, there's Instacart. You can have them come to the house, I don't think that's real expensive. And or if you know of a neighbor that's maybe got a truck, or maybe a little more flexible than you, maybe it's just time to say, hey, could you do me a favor? Could you pick this up for me if you're going out? All right. Just stay in. Don't be getting these spiked shoes or anything and trying to, manage and get out. Like around here, our roads are clear, but it's like the other stuff, like the sidewalks and stuff like that. Especially if you live up on a mountain and you got a slippery, slidey driveway. Oh, Peggy, really? I was going to say to you earlier, I hope your husband's not out in this. Well, Scooter was going to dig out back for the dog, but thank God he gave up that idea. I can just see it. Calling 911 to come get Scooter up off the ice. I don't know. I know. There's no talking to them, right? Okay, so I'm going to finish this up, hopefully, and then I'll post her on IG. So listen, everybody take care. Stay warm. Hope to see you Sunday morning. I should be live again around 10 if all goes well. And yeah, I think that's it. That's it for now. That's it for me. Jacqueline, I don't know what we got 3 little boxes there. 3 little squares. All right. So take time to be creative. Enjoy the journey. Take care of yourselves. Stay warm. And don't do anything cray-cray. Just remember, most of us are old. Just remember how old you are, okay? We're so thankful our neighbor didn't break her wrist. I mean, I don't know how she didn't, but anyway. Okay, goodbye for now. We shall see you when we see you. Hugs, hugs, hugs.